What's going on, PS Nation? AB Dave here, bringing you another one of my ever so famous episodes of Dave's Destiny Tips. Back in the tower again today. I apologize for the last video that the audio was not up to par of what I wanted it to be, but I was trying a couple things different and didn't work out like I wanted it to. So, still working on trying to figure out a way to get both, if I have multiple people in the strike with me or in the commentary, to get their voices to be heard, and so I don't have to do a voiceover on top of it, but we'll see how that goes. So, again, like I said, back in the tower here, and we're gonna talk about why you need to raid weekly. Depending on your level, you need to do both raids. Well, not depending on your level, you should do both raids until you get what you want from Vault of Glass. I'm not as worried about the gear for you for Vault of Glass with this new Dark Below out and House of Wolves coming in a couple months. Your primary goal should be to get to 31, and then once you're at 31, your goal should be to get to 32. You can buy your way to 31 through the Vanguards, buying the gear from there, or you can, if you're 27, you can start running Crota raid on normal and get raid gear that way. You can get all the raid gear that you need to run the raid. You can get, to get to level 32, you can do all of that on normal. So we'll take a look at my gear here. So what I have over here, let me just switch this over. This is an entire full set of Crotas and Dark Below raid gear. Death Singer, and Death Singer. The perks again, carry more heavy weapon. Hopefully they, in a couple week or so, they fix the heavy ammo glitch. Gain a temporary increase to agility while carrying the sword of a Hive sword bearer. So this one is a cool perk if you are a sword carrier. My recommendation to you is that you let your hunter, if you have a hunter in your group, carry the sword, especially if they're a blade dancer. They can do their invisible strike, etc. That would help. This other one for the chest piece is gain a temporary increase of reload speed while the Oversoul Gaze is active. This is another huge one. If you guys got some people that die and you're shooting the Oversoul when you're fighting Crota, getting that temporary reload speed is a big deal. Carry more ammo for your auto rifle. You carry an auto rifle, this is a good thing. Partially for me, I love my auto rifles. And carry more ammo for shotgun. Death Singer's Grip. Increase reload speed of special weapon. So again, working this with the chest piece, increasing your reload speed and increasing the reload speed of your special weapon that lets you carry more shotgun, so you can load your shotgun faster. Killing a hive with a melee attack has a chance to spawn an orb of light. Good for if supers, if you're running the Titan method with bubbles, helps that one. Causing damage with a melee reduces your grenade cooldown. Not as big of a deal. And then the helmet, increase grenade throw distance, gain a temporary increase to weapon damage while the Oversoul Gaze is active, replenish super energy when you kill an enemy with a grenade. So some of the perks are great, some of them are whatever, they're there. Some of the things that people like to look at too is the discipline and the strength. So the helmet for this one is discipline 58, strength 58, so not as good. Intellect 55, strength 51. I've got a set over here that's a discipline of 99. So this might be something that I'm going to level up and play with a little bit to see if that stuff matters. I'll break down the intellect, strength, and discipline on another video soon. I need to do a little more research on that to feel comfortable talking to you about that one. So discipline 75, strength 73, versus this one, intellect 155, or your exotics. So, there's pluses and minuses again to everything. 69, 77. I don't have any other boots. So the other thing that you will get from fighting Crota on normal is that you will get special weapons and heavy weapons. So Song of Ir Yût is a arc-based machine gun. Kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Projectiles will over-penetrate through a night wall of darkness. So when you're fighting those knights and they put the wall up, you can just plow right through it. That's cool. The Swordbreaker. The other one that RNG has not blessed me with is Hunger of Crota, which is a slightly less deadly version of Gjallarhorn. It has tracking and it has like a smaller cluster, like it puts a flame shield out or a flame bubble out that will do some more damage. That really is only helpful on Crota to help break his shield down a little quicker. Most of the other enemies move away from it. So, but a rocket launcher with tracking that does 331 damage, always a good thing. I need it. I don't have it. But Swordbreaker Shotgun is another one that comes from fighting Crota. You know, kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Again, the last round of this magazine deals bonus damage. This weapon, I feel, will be a very big deal in the raid once the buff to shotguns happens in PvE. Bungie has come out and said in update 1.1.1 that they are messing with some of the weapons, nerfing some, buffing some, particularly pulse rifles. But the other thing, as it said, is that there will be a 100% damage increase in PvE with shotguns. So shotguns I wasn't really using in PvE at all. And depending on how this buff, if it does truly come out to be like that, it might be something you start using more of. And the other one that you get is the Light of the Abyss. I think this is the best fusion rifle in the game that the game has to offer right now. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time. This weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip. Those are two really good perks. The charge rate on this gun is just ridiculous. In Crucible, it's not even funny. With that in mind, they are nerfing special weapons and particularly the fusion rifle and the shotgun ammo amount that you carry in Crucible is being reduced. Great word, reducted. And then fighting Crota on hard is when the primary weapons drop. I have Word of Crota, the hand cannon, the void-based hand cannon. It's on my other character. And then you get Oversoul Edict, which is a pulse rifle. This weapon can be fired in full auto mode, and then projectiles over-penetrate through the night wall of darkness. So, again, a primary weapon that over-penetrates. Big deal. Will be even a bigger deal when they jack up the rate of pulse rifles, when all pulse rifles are getting a buff. Abyss Defiant, the auto rifle. Projectiles have a chance to disorient hive wizards. When zoomed in, this weapon fires at a slower but causes additional damage. This is very, very similar to a Suros regime. It doesn't take up the exotic slot, doesn't have the bottom half of the magazine doing extra damage, but when you're firing it from the hip, it fires like crazy and does good damage. When you bring it down the sights, it slows down but does additional damage while it does it. So you can mess with either one of these perks. The focus fired, when zoomed, this weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. And then the hip fire, this weapon has a bonus accuracy while firing from the hip, so you can toggle between these two. And then all of these also have the Hive's Disruptor, except for the Black Hammer, which is the other one that I don't have, the sniper rifle. It only has a magazine of 3, however 3 precision shots automatically reload your magazine to 3 again. The Hive Disruptor is off on the Black Hammer right now because it's causing a problem with another perk with the White Nail or White Knuckle perk. I don't have the Black Hammer yet. It's one of those ones that I'm still farming for, trying to get. And those are the other ones. There's a scout rifle. It's Fang of Ir-Yût. I have not been blessed with that either. And again, the primary weapons up here, when you're using those, only drop on Crota hard mode. So right now, my recommendations to you would be to run Crota on normal and to run Crota on hard. If you have enough raid gear and you and you have enough shards and things like that, I would say, for as of right now, because I think that the RNG on it is kind of broken, I would just run the Crota checkpoint on hard, because that's where, if you already have a lot of the weapons. If you don't have the weapons, run it on both, I think. But once you have the couple of the primary weapons that you need or want, right now, it does allegedly drop when you play Crota on hard. The specials and the heavies allegedly drop. I haven't seen it. Even with some of the raid group people that I run with, a couple people have said they've seen it, but I haven't seen it. So it feels like if you need primary weapons, run Crota on hard. If you're a 31 or above, maybe a 30, you can be carried through the first couple parts. And if not, just keep running it on normal. Get your raid gear, get your shards, transfer your shards over. If you don't know how to do that, go look at one of my previous videos where I described Eris Morn Reputation really well. So, but every week, you should run these. You know, you can, you know, stack things up, start getting some things all compiled together. Again, use your vaults. I know I talk about this a lot, but people still ask me these questions. Take the stuff to the vault, put it in the vault so you don't actually spend it. You guys get a good look at my exotic collection. I've got a good amount of exotics going. A couple doubles in here, Icebreakers, Suros, Monte Carlos, Hard Light. Some of these I haven't even fired because I'm like, oh, that's nice. Hawkmoon, you know, one of my favorite ones, but not here to really break down your weapons. But, you know, transfer your shards and energy. I've got 62 radiant shards right now and 30 energy. You know, just transfer them over. You know, keep them moving from character to character. For a long time, I was not an advocate of having more than one character, but there are benefits to having more than one character. You know, you can move the stuff back and forth. You can move weapons back and forth. You can level your weapons up quicker. So there are a lot of pluses to it. This game really wants me to make a hunter. It keeps giving me a bunch of stuff. So, again, I apologize for the audio on the last video, and please let me know what else you want to see. I plan on breaking down some weapons, some more of the, you know, taking you out in the field a little bit, showing you some stuff, showing you how some of the weapons react, showing you how they're different. So again, I want your feedback though. If I'm going to, you know, I want to continue these videos. I want to keep showing you guys stuff. So in order for me to do that, I need you to tell me what you want. So again, follow PS Nation at PS Nation. If you're watching this through YouTube, awesome, thank you. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow PS Nation again. Follow me on Twitter at D_Hunt. PSNation.com /forums. Join the forums. There's a whole thread in there for this for you guys. I'm there. I'm on the forums. We support Tapatalk. Come have some fun with us. Hit the forums. Help support us. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys soon.